My computer is the wrong time. I'm looking at my piece or my Surface for time. I stepped out and noticed that the exit didn't open when the guy in the red shirt walked over by, and I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute." And then I pulled my phone out and saw the real time. I'm pretty awake, though. It's like Halloween out. That's like think all the people that are looking for better not. I was gonna say we could all think about them being afraid out there in the woods. "Ah, what's that?" They used to call when I go on assignment, like, they figured out when I went on assignment, everybody liked me like normal, everything went back to normal. So they called everybody on assignment. They may even actually put some of the people on assignment to hate on me. They even had, like, masturbate women and all of that. Masturbate, Masterbi or BAIT. That's really what it is, the masters, they like slave master type people. They use to bait women to enslave people into sexuality that they don't wanna be into. Alright, something's weird with this. I think I know what happened. I didn't install in the Unified app, I didn't install this mic. But when I turned it on, it popped on the noise gate, which I wanted. But then when I installed it, it started working pretty much about 3/4 away as far as the Unify app. It didn't have the volume meter working or anything like that, but it had all the options to adjust the, microphone. But when I installed it, that happened. But what it did was it clicked in my other settings, which are bassier. It's like a learning thing too. I mean, I need to go back to the other profile, and it doesn't have as much background noise. And it's doing something funky with the, noise gate. But that's why it's better to have the volume meter because when I go to the noise gate section, I can see what the volume is, and I adjust the noise gate in reference to that. It's a great app. It's just I believe somebody's hacking it because I reinstalled it in a separate Windows account. I even changed my Windows account so that OneDrive would not enter in, and it reinstalled my old settings and everything. Could it be on the mic? Maybe, but I doubt it. Doesn't seem like there's any presets on the mic. Should have been a fresh install. I don't know if they're hacking it when I download it, so it's a loaded download, or they hack in afterwards or something. What a day. I don't know. Is Walmart's still open? I think they're open till 11, but I'm not sure on Sunday. Indra Company over here has got to be owned by some Hindu. Name of a Hindu god. Now, there's lessons to be learned in Hindu epics, which actually God cued me. There's this one. I bought these books when I first woke up just to see what it was all about. And God kind of said, your spirit is there with those people, and you help me like you do as in the other places. I'm essentially, I read this one thing about this one being that was considered a god. To me, it means nothing. So again, I neutralize it. Just somebody helping God, and it's said that that particular God, and again, I might be it, I might not be it. It doesn't matter, but I have a personality like it. It ensures that all the other, like the how to put it, all the people on this planet were, I don't know, enjoying themselves. It was just it ensured their lives and it ensured their worship and all these, going to the temple. But God kind of put this thing out at me at the end. It just wasn't in the story, but it was like, but it doesn't say that that individual would have a good life while that individual is doing it. I'm like, foreshadowing? And that pretty much happened. I mean, I helped so many people, healed so many people, probably, fortified relationships, not probably did fortify relationships, healing and other stuff. But again, that's where the power comes to destroy all of you also. So I don't actually like, let's FBI psychologist wants to speak. Let's listen. So I don't actually do things because I like people. It's for power to destroy all of us. Like that's not the FBI, right? I'm probably one of the few real. I mean, I didn't know this, but I'm one of the few real honest people that do that kind of stuff. Can I be dishonest? Well, if God tells me to do something, I do it, but it's not like for personal dishonesty. I mean, investigative technique is investigative technique. But yeah, I didn't tell you about the Temple of Winds because they were blocking me. I mean, they're just too involved. Well, prior to the tornadoes, the Temple of Winds came up, and obviously, I would have never guessed that it would have been in Palm Beach, but that really hits it home as to what's actually going on and where the evil is. Wondering who's out there in California moving it. Oh wait, you're not into that stuff, Musk, are you? I mean, if you're a corrupt politician type guy, I don't care. But if you're doing evil to people, then that's wrong. I said I'm not going to renege. And again, God got the same attitude. Because then there's the law, but then there's God. And God says make all the money you want, but don't hurt people. Even if you steal money, God to a certain degree is like if you don't hurt people and you're just getting rich, you might be judged for it, but it's not like destroy the planet for it type of thing. I said from the beginning, make as much corrupt money as you want, but don't hurt people. And that pretty much came from God. I'm God's bot. Well, we're just good friends. I mean, go figure. It's just a bizarre life when you wake up and it's more horrible now because I'm older, and I still got nowhere even being awake. So again, that really condemned all of you because I was asleep and never got anywhere. The guy's like, "Well, I'll just wake you up and everything will fix," and then they increase the evil because Satan's in their mind. And it kind of did, but they would, they're micromanaging breaking my life and breaking everything around me. And no, they're not breaking me to admit to a crime. That's their psychotic fantasy. And it's willful ignorance. They know. Not so scary over here. Scary over there in Oak Park and over by Overland Park City Hall. Even that curses me as much from over here. They won't have as much trouble. You ever figure out? Yeah, you like, "Well, why did the tornado go that way? Because they're evil. They curse people. Well, you curse people. You can't. I already explained it. I'm not going to explain it again. It's a difference between what you're doing and what I'm doing. A major difference. And of course, if you never bothered my life, I probably never would have uttered a curse. I mean, it took a lot for me to utter curses. I mean, if I said a foul word in my life, it wasn't a curse. When I woke up to it, I'm like, what? They're cursing? Meanwhile, they cursed me the whole time I was in the Justice Department. Never let me in. Using my own power for everything, but of course, God's power. So they're bizarre. Like they watch you. I know what's going on now. They watch you and like will something. So they will little stuff first. They're devils, man, and they will stuff like will you have this happen or that happen? And when it starts happening, they start increasing their negative will each time. Essentially, a curse. I mean, they're sick. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God and all.